Well, hi everyone. Well, another day, another bridge collapse in China, it seems. This time, this bridge collapsed on February 2nd, 2026, in China, eastern China, just north of Shanghai, in Jiangsu Province. This bridge collapsed during construction. It's a tide arch bridge over the Yuegang River. It's part of a shipping canal project. And it appears that the bridge collapsed during placement of concrete for the main deck. Reports indicate that they were pouring concrete for the parapet walls and portions of the bridge deck. And I'm going to show you this video clip. Just run it through here one time. Now I'm going to slow it down here. So this is a tide arch bridge. You have the arch and you have these cable hangers that go to the main bridge girders, the stiffening girder. And it looks to me like there was a rupture type failure of this bridge along the girder. Now, it's not clear whether the hanger connection ruptured or the span itself fractured and collapsed. But you could see a puff of dust located not quite mid span on the left side of the image. That appears to be the first thing that failed here. Of course, it led to a catastrophic collapse of this bridge span. Now, I'm just going to preempt some of you in the comments section that like to indicate, in your opinion, that you think Westerners make too much of these types of failures and, China's living in the future, supposedly. And when you do so many projects, thousands and thousands of projects every year, it's a small percentage of these that actually fail. And that's just the wrong mindset. I think the mindset that needs to be adopted in China is the same with commercial aviation. Crashes involving commercial aircraft are very rare, fortunately, but when they do occur, people take it very seriously and do intensive investigations to find out what the issues were and to implement changes as necessary from a system wide standpoint. And it appears that you just don't have this in China. There are 3 or 4 major areas that could cause these types of failures to occur. One, it would be some design issue. Two, could be inferior quality of materials. Three would be workmanship. And four could be just the overall construction procedures. Or finally, you have some combination of these potential issues. And one of the things I've noticed is that there were no false work towers supporting this bridge girder on the main span. And you have to imagine that the main span wouldn't gain its full strength with the girders until the whole system had been installed, all the concrete placed, all the reinforcing in place, adequate cure time for the concrete. And the pattern that happens with these types of failures in China is you may see 1 or 2 sources in social media. Other news sources may pick it up from there, and then the story largely dies because I think Chinese officials go to great lengths to scrub these episodes from the internet. But there's a pattern here. This happens over and over and over again. I mean, we just saw the failure 2 months ago of the Hongqi Bridge. Now, that occurred several months, handful of months or so after construction due to a massive landslide. And then you had a collapse of a bridge under construction over the Yellow River last August 2025. I'm recording this video on February 14th, 2026. So major failure after major failure. And again, it points to, I think, a system wide problem in China. And usually there's some aspect to these projects where they're always in a big rush and they want to promote the fact that they built these projects in unbelievably short time periods, or the biggest structure of its type, or it's over the biggest canyon, or whatever. And certainly some of these projects are very impressive, but there's far too many that I think fall into the category of play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Now, in this instance, this collapse occurred just a couple of weeks before the Lunar New Year in China. And I'm in Vietnam right now, and the New Year's just a few days away, but they start on the weekend, and of course, in advance of that, people are traveling to their home base where they grew up, and so there's, I imagine, a possibility that things were rushed, or things might have been overlooked in order to get main phases of the work completed, so people could travel back. Who knows? But the timing is certainly uh, of question here. Now, in this latest collapse of the Yuegang Bridge, reportedly 5 workers were killed. There was a large drop into the water, debris falling on top of these workers. Apparently, there were approximately 20 workers on the bridge deck at the time of the collapse. Reports indicate that this project was being constructed by China Railway 12th Euro Group, which is a subsidiary of the state owned China Railway Construction Corporation. And we see time and again with these state owned projects in China that there's routine failures that occur, and there seems to be no systematic approach to taking lessons learned and applying them to future projects. So we'll see what additional information comes out of this latest bridge failure. It's just a tragedy for all involved. Not only that, but tremendous waste of money and resources. So let me know what you think in the comments section. I'll continue to follow this story. I hope additional details are forthcoming. With that, I want to send a shout out to those of you who contributed to buy me a coffee. That's one of the better ways to support this channel. I also want to thank the channel members and those of you who've contributed to Super Thanks. Those are additional great ways to support the channel. So stay tuned for future videos, everyone.